Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome to Grow with Experience. What? Yeah. My eye patch is gone. No more pirates. It's exciting. My eye is healing a little bit. I took off the eye patch yesterday and I was like having such a heck of a time with it because um again, I think I told you about this yesterday, but I had blood on my eye, which was really really intense. And then I was told not to wash my face for 24 hours. I finally got to wash my face, which was like a really big deal. But the thing is, there was also like plastic surgery pen all over my face, or like all over the eye, which was like really astounding because I was just like, oh my god, I have like blue dots all over my eyes. And I went out to eat today. I had brunch plans today. And so I went onto the train and I just had like 6 blue dots all around my eye, and it looked like I had like a surgical procedure, like a really intense eye plastic surgery on my face. So I was just like, no, this is terrible. And it was. I really didn't like it. I didn't like being on the train like that, but it's okay. Um, it's fine. It is what it is. Um, I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. I wanted to give you a heads up. So this weekend is a holiday weekend. I will be gone on Monday because I am going to the beach, but I will be back on Tuesday. I do promise. And it'll even out the play, so that works out well. But yeah, Monday I will be swimming in the ocean on the south side of Korea. I will be in Busan. I will be sure to take pictures, and then I can share pictures with you of my cool vacation. But yeah, be sure to have an awesome holiday. I don't know what the holiday is though. Oh, wait, I forgot to turn that page on my calendar. I have a really cute calendar. It's like a really famous rabbit character in Korea. It's called Molam. This is the June one. So cute. Super cute. But yeah, so I will not be here on Monday, but I will be back on Tuesday. Um, so do not panic. I'm not going to be gone for like 3 weeks like last time. Um, I did not have R2D2 brunch plans, unfortunately. It was a strange brunch though. So, I mean, the person I was going with had never had brunch before. And we went to the brunch spot and they brought out the brunch plates. The brunch spot with the brunch plates with the brunch on it. And it was interesting because I don't think I've ever had brunch with salad. I know. Yeah, I know. I think of Leia every time I put these in too. No, I washed my hair, Lorenzo, and then I don't want to get the, like, what is it called? I don't want to get the shampoo or conditioner in my eye. Otherwise, it might get infected. I'm really worried. Like, I'm really babying this eye because I really don't want it to, like, come back. Because I've been, like, really persistent with it. And this is the first time where I'm like, okay, it might work. It could work this time. I hope it works. Um, yeah, I had another scary moment this morning where I woke up and I didn't think I could open my eye. Like I couldn't open it, and so I was just like walking like this to my bathroom, and then I like rinsed it off a little bit with water and was able to open it, obviously. But I don't know. I have a fear of. I think I have a fear of like not being able to like having a sense taken away or something like that. So like not being able to see or not being able to hear or things like that. Um, because that's scary to me. I don't know. Um, okay, let's begin. Being blind would be a nightmare. I mean, like, I wouldn't. It would be really scary, especially as somebody who's seen before and has been able to see my whole life. Right, I'm trying not to go blind. um, this stream would be so tricky. I agree. I would have to learn Braille and then I would have to read to you that way. I remember when I was very, very young. So I used to have really, really bad hay fever when I was growing up. And there was one time where I woke up, and kind of like the sleep that gets stuck in your eyes when you wake up. And sometimes when you have hay fever, like it'll be a little bit thicker on your eyes in the spring and in the fall. And I woke up and I literally had like crusts over my eyes to where I couldn't open my eyes. And I was just like screaming and crying. And my mom was just literally like scrubbing a towel against my eyes because there was so much there. And I was like, oh my God. I was so scared because I remember like, because growing up, I learned about, everyone learns about Helen Keller, right? And she went blind and deaf after she had been, but she was still a child whenever she went blind and deaf. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going blind. Like Helen Keller, I was like, oh my God. So yeah, it was tricky. And it was scary. But obviously it didn't end up being the case, so it's okay. I like it, Lorenzo. That's funny. All right. So, today we're starting Act 3. Let's see how many scenes we have in this one, because I'm not sure. Okay, scene 1 is 2 pages. And scene 2 is a few pages. Honestly, so Act 3 is only 10 pages. My question to you then, do you want to just read all of Act 3 today? Do you want to do that today? I know I'm not. I forgot to take my iron pill this morning. Oops. I'm anemic. And I forgot to take it. And I was like, "Oh, I'm feeling not as healthy as normal." And then I just took it before stream. So I'm a little bit like low energy at the moment because my blood is literally just like, "Yo, what the hell are you doing?" It's okay. I won't die. Don't worry. It's all right. It's just like it brings my energy level down a lot and it kind of makes me feel really dead. But yeah, if you can handle a really like understated Act 3, it's in. So I don't think it's the bleachers part today, Punk. By the way, shout out to whoever gave an anonymous gift sub yesterday. Now Punk has a month sub, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. So that's dope. So yeah, let's read Act 3. I'm gonna close the door. My door is open. So here, give me one sec, and we will get started. All right, let's do it. So it is Act 3, Scene 1, and we are in Bianca's room. Nice, Punk. We're in Bianca's room in Baptista's house. Yes, we are still inside of the house. Oh wait, I'm gonna eat a mint. That'll help me. Okay. Okay. It says enter Lucentio, but in parentheses it says with books. And I thought it said with hooks. I thought he was coming in. I was like, there are pirates. No, it's just my inability to read. With books and hooks. And he's as the tutor. Bianca's there, and Hortensio is there with his lute as the music tutor. And then Hortensio tries to lead Bianca to the side. Huh? And Lucentio says, "Fiddler forbear, you grow too forward, sir. Have you so soon forgot the entertainment her sister Catherine welcomed you withal?" So Lucentio's just like, "Hey, Hortensio, back off. What are you doing? I don't understand. Catherine wanted you as her tutor. get out of here. This is my business with Bianca. And Hortensio's just like, but wrangling pendant, this is the patroness of heavenly harmony. Then give me leave to have prerogative, and when in music we have spent an hour, your lecture shall have leisure for as much. So Hortensio's like, but whoa. But Bianca's so good at music. And I should have at least an hour with Bianca so that she can have the ability to just like practice and get better. And Lucentio says, preposterous ass, that never read so far to know the cause why music was ordained. Was it not to refresh the mind of man after his studies or his usual pain? Then give me leave to read philosophy, and while I pause, serve in your harmony. Okay. So Lucentio is just like, look, she clearly needs more work in literature than she needs in music. So just like, dude, like, and it's obviously more important. So like, get out. My opinion, this is the one time where I'm gonna be like, they are equally important, because I genuinely love both literature and music. So like, I can't choose. I cannot. I have an inability to choose which one is better. And Hortensio says, Sirrah, I will not bear these braves of thine. Bianca, why, gentlemen, you do me double wrong to strive for that which resteth in my choice. I am no breaching scholar in the schools. I'll not be tied to hours nor appointed times, but learn my lessons as I please myself. And, to cut off all strife, here sit we down. Take you your instrument, play you the whiles. His lecture will be done ere you have tuned. So Bianca's just like, guys, shut up. I'm tired of this. What are you doing? Like, seriously, chill out. I'm gonna study when I want to study. Like, I'm no princess, okay? I get to study when I want. I get to do what I want. So stop telling me what to do, okay? Essentially is what she's saying. She's just like, look, Hortensio, you play the lute, okay? I'll listen. Great. Awesome. And I am going to study with Lucentio, okay? Lucentio, you and I will finish, and then Hortensio and I will start studying by the time he actually gets his lute tuned and can play something. And Hortensio says, you'll leave his lecture when I am in tune. And Lucentio says, that'll be never. Tune your instrument. And then Hortensio starts tuning it. And Lucentio says, here, madam. And then he starts reading in Latin. Okay. Hic ibat simois. Hic est. Oh no, I'm exposing myself. Hic est sigeia tellus. Hic steterat priami regia celsa senis. Okay. That really flowed really well. That really sounded very poetic when I said it there. I should really start saying it should sound a bit Italian. Okay, good to know. Okay. I've only sung in Latin. I never studied Latin. I understand a little bit because it is Latin, but good to know. Punk, I would try it again, but I also feel like I'm just gonna embarrass myself by sounding a bit Italian and then like really struggling through it. Okay. Here ran the Simois. Here is the Stygian land. It's the plain of Troy. Here stood the lofty palace of old Priam. Okay, so it's from Ovid. It's from Ovid. Ovid? I think it's Ovid. Okay. So he's reading, and then Bianca says, "Conster them." Okay. So Lucentio says, "Hic ibat," as I told you before. Is it Ovid? Ovid. Punk! I'm drowning. Okay, hold on. I'll look this up. It has to be Ovid. It has to be. Right? Right? It has to be. It has to be. I don't know how it could be anything else. Ovidius. What? Ovid. Ovid? Ovid. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to figure this out. Upside down A. Upside down A. IPA upside down A. Oh. Ovid. Oh. Oh. Ovid. Okay. Potato pasta. Thank you, President. Okay. Okay. Lucentio is now going to break down the Latin. Lucentio. Hic ibat. As I told you before. Simois. I am Lucentio. Hic est. Son unto Vincentio of Pisa. I was ready to continue. Son. Okay. Sigea tellus. Disguised thus to get your love. Hixteterat. And that Lucentio that comes a wooing, Priami, is my man Tranio. Regia, bearing my port. Celsa senis. That we might beguile the old pantaloon. So he's like breaking it down, not in a way that's like, what is it? He's not saying these things to Bianca. He's, I think he's just saying them to say them. But anyway, so he's just like, I am here to woo you, ba 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 ba. And Hortensio says, Madam, my instrument's in tune. And Bianca says, let's hear. And he plays. And then she says, oh, fie, the treble jars. Welcome to chat, Loto. And Lucentio says, spit in the hole, man, and tune again. So Hortensio is just like, I tuned it. Okay, get out of here, Lucentio. And then he plays it, and it's not actually in tune. And Bianca's just like, ooh, that's not good. And Lucentio's like, yeah, that's not good. Okay, so then Hortensio starts tuning again, and Bianca says, now let me see if I can concert. Hic ibat simois. I know you not. Hic est sigea tellus. I trust you not. Hic steterat Priami. Take heed he hear us not. Regia. Presume not. Celsa senis. Despair not. And Hortensio says, Madam, 'tis now in tune. So Bianca's just like, let me try. I want to try to do the Latin. And then Hortensio's like, I'm done. Can I talk to her now? And then he plays it. And then Lucentio says, all but the bass. So he's like, Hortensio, it's still not right. And Hortensio's like, the bass is right. 'Tis the bass, knave, that jars. And then he goes to the side. He says aside, how fiery and forward our pendant is. Our pedant is. Now for my life the knave doth court my love. Pedescule, I'll watch you better yet. So Hortensio is just like, I can't believe this. This man is getting so much time with this girl that I like, and she's clearly starting to like her, and I don't understand why. Yeah, I know, he's stressing heckin' like a heck ton. He's just like, man, Bianca already likes him. And Bianca says, in time I may believe, yet I mistrust. And Lucentio says, mistrust it not, for sure. Aeacides was Ajax. called so from his grandfather. And Bianca says, I must believe my master, else I promise you I should be arguing still upon that doubt. But let it rest. Now, Licio, to you. Good master, take it not unkindly, pray, that I have been thus pleasant with you both. So, essentially Bianca's like, no, Hortensio's in tune. Lucentio, give him time. I know we haven't finished our lesson, but it's okay. We will have time next time. There will be a next time. Okay? So I'll talk to you later. And then Hortensio turns to Lucentio and says, you may go walk and give me leave a while. My lessons make no music in 3 parts. So Hortensio is just like, look, I do not want you here. Okay? I do not have enough music for us to play a trio. I only have duets. And Lucentio's like, are you so formal, sir? Well, I must wait. And watch withal, for, but I be deceived, our fine musician groweth amorous. So Lucentio is just like, it seems that, the music tutor is also after the heart of Bianca. So, I'm going to sit a while, maybe like make a little bit of distance, but like see what's happening. So he distances himself. And Hortensio says, Madam, before you touch the instrument to learn the order of my fingering, you must begin with rudiments of art to teach your gamut in a briefer sort, more pleasant, pithy, and effectual than hath been taught by any of my trade, and there it is in writing fairly drawn. So, this is so dumb. Hortensio is just pretending to be a music teacher. He's like, I know the theory, and I know what you need to learn. And first we need to go over the rudiments before you even touch the instrument. And Bianca says, why, I am past my gamut long ago. And Hortensio said, yet read the gamut of Hortensio. And Bianca starts reading. Gamut I am, the ground of all accord. A ray to plead Hortensio's passion. Be me, Bianca, take him for thy lord. Si fa ut, that loves with all affection. Di sol re, one cleft 2 notes have I. E la me, show pity or I die. Call you this gamut? Tut, I like it not. Old fashions please me best. I am not so nice to change true rules for odd inventions. I'm dead! This is awesome! Okay, so Hortensio made like this new. Okay, if you're familiar with like the idea of like every good boy does fine or something like that, so they're spelling it G-A-M-O-U-T-H. I'm familiar with the term gamut, which is G-A-M-U-T, which is kind of the same idea, like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, but there was ut instead of, I think it was la. I think ut did that, but I don't remember. Or maybe it was ti that was ut. Let's see, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ut. Yeah, ut was probably ti. But essentially, he's coming up with like a new way for her to memorize these things, right? And the gamut was do, by the way. So she's just like going through all of these things, and it's about Hortensio and about how he likes her, blah, 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 blah. And she's just like, this is disgusting. I'm not going to read this. Like, I'm not going to go through this and relearn music theory just so you can, like, flatter me with this guy that submitted you for me to fall for you. And so a servant comes in and is like, Mistress, your father prays you leave your books and help to dress your sister's chamber up. You know tomorrow is the wedding day. And Bianca says, farewell, sweet master, both. I must be gone. And then she exudes with the servant. So clearly we can see who's doing a better job as a tutor. Clearly it's Hortensio. Hortensio's killing it. He doesn't know how to play any instruments. He's trying to like mansplain music theory to her. I love how he thinks that's gonna work. He's so dumb. He's so stupid. So Lucentio says, "Faith, mistress, that I have no cause to stay," and he exits. And Hortensio says, "But I have cause to pry into this pendant, or into this pedant." I keep saying pendant. Methinks he looks as though he were in love. Yet if thy thoughts, Bianca, be so humble to cast thy wondering eyes on every stale, seize thee that list. If once I find thee raging, Hortensio will be quit with thee by changing. Okay. So Hortensio's like, I see that this guy who's tutoring you also has, like, feelings, which is weird. But if that's the case, then I don't think I'm going to stick around very long if you keep expressing feelings and flirting with all of these other guys. Hortensio's like, I'm just not going to go for it then. Because that's gross. Why would I want a girl who likes so many other guys? That's gross. Okay, Hortensio, get over yourself. You're dumb. You came up with this dumb plan that didn't play to your strengths, and now you're getting all mad about it. Whatever. Okay. I know! Hortensio is... Okay, so then scene 2 starts. And we're in Padua, outside of Baptista's house, with Baptista, and Gremio, and Tranio, and Lucentio, and Caterina, and Bianca, and guests, and attendants. And Caterina is dressed in bridal array. Love it. So I'm guessing this means she about to get married. Oh God. Oh no. Okay, so Baptista comes in. If you don't remember, Baptista is Catherine and Bianca's father. And Baptista says to Tranio, who is dressed as Lucentio, Signor Lucentio, this is the appointed day that Catherine and Petruchio should be married, and yet we hear naught of our son-in-law. What will be said? What mockery will it be to want the bridegroom when the priest attends to speak the ceremonial rites of marriage? What says Lucentio to this shame of ours? Okay. So, essentially, Petruchio is not at the wedding. Petruchio's not there yet. He's like, yo, Tranio, what do you think of that? And Caterina's like, no shame but mine. I must forsooth be forced to give my hand opposed against my heart unto a mad brain Rudesby, full of spleen, who wooed in haste and means to wed at leisure. At leisure. I told you, he was a frantic fool, hiding his bitter jests and blunt behavior, and, to be noted for a merry man, he'll woo 1,000 point the day of marriage, make friends, invite them, and proclaim the banes, yet never means to wed where he hath wooed. Now must the world point at poor Catherine, and say, lo, there is mad Petruchio's wife, it would please him come and marry her. So Caterina's just like, poor me. I'm so sad. Petruchio didn't even come. And you know what? He's going to woo 100 more women, and they're all going to be sad too, because he's going to propose marriage and never show up for any of them because they're all... He's crazy. He's crazy. That's what she's saying. He's crazy. Because he's crazy. And he's like... And she says, now everybody's going to feel bad for me because you know what? You should feel bad for me. Because I'm Catherine, and I was supposed to be married off to a madman. And Tranio says, patience, good Catherine, and Baptista too. Upon my life, Petruchio means but well. Whatever fortune stays him from his word, though he be blunt, I know him passing wise. Though he be merry, yet withal, he's honest. So, Tranio, again, who's disguised as Lucentio, is like, look, I know Petruchio can come off strong. However, he'll come. He's a man of his word. He will come. And Caterina says, would Catherine had never seen him, though. So then Catherine's like, but he's not here right now. And it's supposed to be happening right now. So then Katerina exits and she's crying. Bianca goes with her, and then there are some attendants that go too. So Catherine's upset. I mean, I kind of get it, right? If you're like the most difficult woman and everyone's just like, she's difficult and nobody wants to be around you, and somebody finally is just like, you know what, I find you tolerable and I'm gonna marry you in this time period. I'm not saying now. I'm not saying settle for somebody that finds you tolerable. But essentially, Katerina's just like, this was my last hope, and it's gone. It's gone. Baptista says, go. Go, girl. I cannot blame thee now to weep, for such an injury would vex a very saint, much more a shrew of impatient humor. So then Biondello comes in. Biondello is the servant of, who is it? Of Lucentio, who, you know, he's currently serving Tranio because Tranio is dressed up as Lucentio. Biondello says, Master, news, and such old news as you never heard of. And Baptista says, is it new and old too? How may that be? Biondello, why, is it not news to hear of Petruchio's coming? And Baptista says, is he come? Biondello, why no, sir. Biondello, you are a gem. You are a wonderful human being. You know, I cherish you in this play. And you know what? You're great. You're really great. And you're trying your best. But also, you literally stop. And then Baptista says, what then? And Biondello says, he's coming. Baptista, when will he be here? Biondello, when he stands where I am and sees you there. So Biondello is like, but he is coming though. Biondello, you are the worst messenger ever. Is he coming? No. Really? Just kidding. He's coming. When? When he's here, where I am. Thank you, Biondello. Trying his best. Trying really hard. But effort only gets you so far, Biondello. And Tranio says, but say, what to thine old news? And Biondello says, why, Petruchio is coming in a new hat and an old jerkin, a pair of old breeches thrice turned, a pair of boots that have been candle cases, one buckled, another laced, an old rusty sword ta'en out of the town armory, with a broken hilt, and chapless, with 2 broken points, his horse hipped, with an old mothy saddle and stirrups of no kindred, besides possessed with the glanders, and like to mows in the chine, troubled with the lampus, infected with the fashions, full of windgalls, sped with spavins, rayed with the yellows, past cure of the 5, stark spoiled with the staggers, banon with the bot, swayed in the back and shoulder shotten, near-legged before, and with a half-cheeked bit, and a headstall of sheep's leather, which, being restrained to keep him from stumbling, hath been often burst, and now repaired with knots, one girth 6 times pieced, and a woman's crupper of velour, which hath 2 letters of her name fairly set down in studs, and here and there pieced with pack-thread. This poor man. So Biondello is essentially telling Baptista, he's just like, this man looks a mess. Petruchio is strolling in right now with like, he's got like a rusty sword, like doesn't even have an end to it, like it's not sharp. He's walking in with 2 different boots on. Like everything that he's wearing is like really worn and old, and he just looks really bad. He's literally walking in with tattered clothing. And Baptista says, who comes with him? Here, hold on a second. I have to put in eye drops. Give me a second real quick. I wouldn't do this unless it was completely necessary. Okay, we're back. All right. Okay. So yeah, he's like really looking a mess. All right. He's like really looking terrible. Worse than we've ever seen him. So yeah, Baptista's like, who's with him? And Biondello says, oh, sir, his lackey for all the world, comparison like the horse, with a linen stalk on one leg and a kersey boot hose on the other, guarded with a red and blue this, an old hat, and the humour of 40 fancies pricked in it for a feather. A monster, a very monster in apparel, and not like a Christian footboy or a gentleman's lackey. So he's essentially just like, you know, a lackey. A lackey is with him. He's wearing two different socks. He's looking bad. He looks really, really bad. And Tranio says, "'Tis some odd humor pricks him to this fashion. Yet oftentimes he goes but mean apparelled." Baptista, I'm glad he's come, howsoever he comes. Biondello, why, sir, he comes not. Biondello! Sorry, that was really loud. Biondello, what are you doing? Biondello. Stop. I could be girl with eye patch really easily. I know. I could just be a pirate for the rest of my days. But yeah, Biondello, he's just like, he's not coming. And Baptista says, didst thou not say that he comes? Biondello, who? The Petruchio came? Baptista, aye, the Petruchio came. Biondello, no, sir, I say his horse comes, with him on his back. Baptista, why, that's all one. So Biondello's like, oh no, Baptista, he's not coming. Petruchio's not coming. And Baptista's like, what are you talking about? You just said that he's coming. Biondello, I swear. And Biondello is just like, no, he's not coming. His horse is coming, and Petruchio's on the back of his horse. And Baptista's like, Biondello, are you stupid? Like, that means he's gonna be here. Biondello says, nah, nay, by St. Jamie. I hold you a penny. A horse and a man is more than one, and yet not many. Oh my gosh. So then Petruchio and Grumio come in, and they're wearing exactly what Biondello said. And Petruchio says, come, where be these gallants? Who's at home? Baptista says, you are welcome, sir. Petruchio, and yet I come not well. Baptista, and yet you halt not. So Petruchio's like, hey man, I'm here, I'm ready for this wedding. Who's ready? And Baptista's like, I'm ready, let's go. And Petruchio's like, wait, what? Did you see my outfit? You're ready? And Baptista's just like, yep, let's go. You came, so let's get this show on the road, man. And Tranio's like, not so well apparelled as I wish you were. And Petruchio said, were it not better I should rush in thus? And where is Kate? Where's my lovely bride? How does my father? Gentles, methink you frown, and wherefore gaze this goodly company as if they saw some wondrous monument, some comment or unusual prodigy. And Baptista says, why, sir, you know this is your wedding day. First were we sad, fearing you would not come. Now sadder that you come so unprovided. Fie, doff this habit, shame to your estate, an eyesore to our solemn festival. Okay. It's the reverse of what I thought. Petruchio's just like, I'm ready to do this. Let's do this. And Baptista's just like, you come in this? Really? And Petruchio's like, I don't understand. Like, I came, I saw, and then I'll go. And Baptista's just like, no, like, I don't understand. You promised all of these wonderful, lavish things for my daughter. You know, you have this giant estate that you want to offer to her, and yet you come in rags. And Tranio says, and tell us what occasion of import hath also long detained you from your wife and sent you hither so unlike yourself. And Tranio's just like, okay, what were you doing yesterday that made you late to your own wedding and looking like this? And Petruchio says, tedious it were to tell and harsh to hear, sufficeth I am come to keep my word, though in some part enforced to digress, which at more leisure I will so excuse as you shall well be satisfied withal. But where is Kate? I stay too long from her, and morning wears, 'tis time we were at church. Antronio says, see not your bride in these unreverent robes. Go to my chamber, put on clothes of mine. And Petruchio says, not I, believe me. Thus I'll visit her. Baptista, but thus I trust you will not marry her. So Petruchio's just like, no, I'm not going to change. I'm going to visit her like this, and I want to talk to her. And Baptista's like, bro, and that, are you sure? Like, I think that she's not going to want to marry you if you look like this. Like, you literally look a mess. And Petruchio's like, good sooth, even thus. Therefore have done with words. To me she's married, not unto my clothes. Could I repair what she will wear in me, as I can change these poor accoutrements? 'Twere well for Kate, and better for myself. But what a fool am I to chat with you, when I should bid good morrow to my bride, and seal the title with a lovely kiss. So then Petruchio and Grumio leave. So Petruchio's just like, look, I don't understand why we're still talking here when I need to be talking to Kate. Okay? I don't understand why we're still having a conversation. If you want this marriage to work and you want this marriage to go down, I need to go. And Tranio says, he hath some meaning in his mad attire. We will persuade him, but be it possible to put on better ere he go to church. So I think there's a plan in what Petruchio is doing, because Petruchio seems to have this idea that, like, if he wears something that isn't super lavish and he isn't trying to woo her with, like, all of these fancy things that he has, then maybe she will get with him. Maybe she will marry him, right? And Baptista says, I'll after him and see the event of this. And then Baptista, Gremio, Biondello, and all of the attendants exunt. So then Tranio is left with Lucentio. And Tranio turns to Lucentio and says, but sir, to love concerneth us to add her father's liking, which to bring to pass, as I before imparted to your worship, I am to get a man. Whatever he be, it skills not much, will find him in our turn. And he shall be Vincentio of Pisa, and make assurance here in Padua of greater sums than I have promised. So shall you quietly enjoy your hope, and marry sweet Bianca with consent. So Tranio's just like, I'm a little bit worried, because we need to get Baptista's permission. Like, we have Baptista's permission, but we need to make sure that we can fulfill this promise. And Lucentio says, were it not that my fellow schoolmaster doth watch Bianca's steps so narrowly, 'twere good methinks to seal our marriage, which once performed, let all the world say no. I'll keep mine own despite of all the world. Tranio says that by degrees we mean to look into, and watch our vantage in this business. We'll reach over the greybeard, Gremio, the narrow prying father Minola, the quaint musician, amorous Licio, all for my father's sake, or all for my master's sake, Lucentio. Okay, so essentially, Tranio's like, we need to beat out these men, because all of these men are courting Bianca right now, and we need to make sure that she chooses us and her father chooses us, which making her father choose us is not going to be too hard because of the large estate that we own. But making Bianca choose us is going to be a little bit different. So Gremio comes in and Tranio says, Signor Gremio, came you from the church? And Gremio says, as willingly as ever I came from school. Tranio, and is the bride and bridegroom coming home? Gremio, a bridegroom, you say? 'Tis a groom indeed, a grumbling groom, and that the girl shall find. Tranio, curster than she. Why, 'tis impossible. Gremio, why, he's a devil, a very fiend. Tranio, why, she's a devil's dam. So essentially, Gremio's like, or Tranio's just like, hey, are the bride and the groom gonna be coming here? Like, what's happening? I don't understand what's happening. They're not at the church right now. And Gremio's like, yeah, I mean, they're ready. The girl, like, she's ready to marry him. She's ready to go. You know, he's terrible. And Tranio's like, whoa. He's terrible, but she's terrible. And Gremio's like, touch, she's a lamb, a dove, a fool to him. I'll tell you. Sir Lucentio, when the priest should ask if Catherine should be his wife, "Ay, by Gog's wounds," quoth he, and swore so loud that all amazed the priest let fall the book, and as be stooped again to take it up, this mad-brained bridegroom took him such a cuff that down fell priest and book and priest. "Now take them up," quoth he, "if any list." So essentially Gremio's like, yeah, as soon as she was ready to like get married, she was like, "Oh, please, let's get married." And the priest was so astounded whenever he said that he was ready, he dropped the Bible on the floor because he was so astounded with his response. And Tranio says, "What said the wench when he rose again?" Gremio trembled and so that was his response. He was like, "Yes, I'm ready to marry." And then he dropped the Bible. And then so Tranio was like, what did Catherine say?" And Gremio said, "Trembled and shook, for why he stamped and swore as if the vicar meant to cozen him. But after many ceremonies done, he calls for wine. 'A health,' quoth he, as if he had been aboard carousing to his mates after a storm, quaffed off the muscadel, and threw the sops all in the sexton's face, having no other reason but that his beard grew thin and hungerly, and seemed to ask him sops as he was drinking. This done, he took the bride about the neck, and kissed her lips with such a clamorous smack, that at the parting all the church did echo. And I, seeing this, came thence for very shame, and after me I know the root is coming. Such a mad marriage never was before." And then there's music. And then it says, "Hark, hark, I hear the minstrels play." Okay. So I mean, she agreed to marry him, and allegedly when they kissed, the kiss was so vigorous that the whole church echoed when they kissed. So then Petruchio and Caterina enter, followed by Bianca, Baptista, Hortensio, Grumio, minstrels, and others. And then the music ends. And Petruchio's like giving a speech. He's just like, "Gentlemen and friends, I thank you for your pains. I know you think to dine with me today, and have prepared great store of wedding cheer. But so it is, my haste doth call me hence, and therefore here I mean to take my leave." And Baptista says, "It's impossible you will away tonight." Petruchio, "I must away tonight before night come. Make it no wonder if you knew my business, you would entreat me rather go than stay. In honest company I thank you all, that have beheld me give away myself to this most patient, sweet, and virtuous wife. Dine with my father, drink a health to me, for I must hence in farewell to you all." So Petruchio's just like, "I appreciate you all coming to my wedding, however, I cannot stay any longer. I must go and ride into the sunset for now, for I cannot even stay for dinner. I appreciate your gesture, but I cannot linger." And Tranio says, "Let us entreat you stay till after dinner." And Petruchio says, "It may not be." Gremio, "Let me entreat you." Petruchio, "It cannot be." Caterina, "Let me entreat you." Petruchio, "I am content." Caterina, are you content to stay?" Petruchio, "I am content you shall entreat me stay, but yet not stay, entreat me how you can." Caterina, "Now, if you love me, stay." Petruchio, "Grumio my horse." Damn, that's rough. So Caterina was just like, "Please, I implore you to stay. I need you, like, can you please stay? It's our wedding day. I want you to stay here with me." And Petruchio's just like, "No, I can't. I genuinely cannot." And Caterina says, "If you love me, stay here with me." And Petruchio says, "Grumio, get my horse." Damn! And Grumio says, "Aye, sir, they be ready. The oats have eaten the horses." I'm dead. Katerina, nay then, do what thou canst. I will not go today, nor tomorrow, not till I please myself. The door is open, sir, there lies your way. You may be jogging whiles your boots are green. For me, I'll not be gone till I please myself. 'Tis like you'll prove a jolly surly groom, that take it on you with the first so roundly. So Katerina's just like, all right, well, if you're going to leave now, then I'll leave at my own will. I am not going to leave where I am until I please. I am not going to join you where you live until I want to leave. Petruchio says, oh, Kate, content thee. Prithee, be not angry. Katerina, I will be angry. What hast thou to do? Father, be quiet. He shall stay my leisure. And then Gremio says, I marry, sir. Now it begins to work. Katerina, gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman may be made a fool if she had not a spirit to resist. So Katerina's just like, we're going to have dinner, with or without you. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Petruchio says, they shall go forward. Kate, at thy command. Obey the bride. You that attend on her, go to the feast, revel and domineer. Carews full measure to her maidenhead. Be mad and marry, or go hang yourselves. But for my bonny Kate, she must with me. Nay, look not big, nor stamp, nor stare, nor fret. I will be master of what is mine own. She is my goods, my chattels. She is my house, my household stuff, my field, my barn, my horse, my ox, my ass, my anything. And here she stands, touch her whoever dare. I'll bring mine action on the proudest he that stops my way in Padua. Grumio, draw forth thy weapon. We are beset with thieves. Rescue thy mistress if thou be a man. Fear not, sweet wench. They shall not touch thee, Kate. I'll buckler thee against 1,000,000. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. Petruchio, what is wrong with you? Why? This is so stupid. Why is he so stupid? He literally just abducted his own wife. He was like, Catherine, you are my literal property, which is true. Like, a woman becomes a man's property once she marries him. But the fact that he said it like that, literally right after they got married, disgusting, appalling. I'm appalled. So he literally kidnaps her. Dude, Baptista's about to say something that also makes me upset. Baptista says, nay, let them go. A couple of quiet ones. Baptista! What is wrong with you? It's okay. Everything's okay. It's fine. It's just a man doing a thing that's not consensual and it's not okay, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Gremio says, went they not quickly, I should die with laughing. Tranio, of all mad matches, never was the like. Lucentio, mistress, what's your opinion of the sister? Bianca, that being mad herself, she's madly mated. Gremio, I warrant him Petruchio is cated. Baptista, neighbors and friends, the bride and bridegroom wants for to supply the places at the table. You know there wants no junkets at the feast. Lucentio, you shall supply the bridegroom's place, and let Bianca take her sister's room. Why are we just like brushing this off? Why is this just not? I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset. Tanya says, shall sweet Bianca practice how to bride it? Baptista, she shall, Lucentio. Come, gentlemen, let's go. Oh my God. And they exude. And this is so frustrating. This is so frustrating and disgusting. And the guys in this play are so gross. I don't know, like Iago made me upset. Iago made me very upset, but right now a lot of these dudes are making me upset. What the heck? What the heck? Ah, okay, so this is interesting. Okay, to read the back of the book. The Taming of the Shrew is one of the most famous and controversial of Shakespeare's comedies. The central relationship in which Petruchio boisterously tames a rebellious Kate has appeared problematic. In the theater, it has been treated in a diversity of ways, so that Kate's apparent capitulation varies between the ironic and the sincere. Feminists have been divided in their responses. The provocative vitality of this comedy has been transmitted by numerous adaptations for stage and screen, notably the film directed by Franco Zeffirelli and the Cole Porter musical Kiss Me, Kate. Which I'm not surprised Kiss Me, Kate is based on that, because I saw a quote in there that had the quote, like, had said Kiss Me, Kate in it, and I was wondering if Kiss Me, Kate was based on this, or like if that name came from that. I am upset. Right. I mean, Petruchio, I liked Petruchio at the beginning, but the thing is, like, Petruchio is starting to do more and more things that are just, like, not acceptable. Like, whenever he was holding Kate and she clearly did not want to be around him, or whenever he literally abducted her just now, like, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking that Petruchio was going to just be like this awesome comedic character that is on Kate's level. Yeah, like Petruchio is just like crossing a lot of lines that I do not like. Like it's a lot of lines. I don't know. It just makes me wonder like what he's going to do, especially with this whole idea of he abducted her on their wedding night. Like what's going to happen, you know? Like is he going to respect her boundaries when it comes to their wedding night? I don't know. Like it makes me question his judgment because, you know, he's a very questionable character right now. I was really looking forward to this play, but it's so frustrating. Like I'm not laughing as much, like it's not as comedic as I was hoping. Every time Petruchio does something super questionable, makes it go down and right. Like, William, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, that was today's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm getting frustrated. I will not see you on Monday, but I will see you on Tuesday. If you enjoyed the stream, feel free to follow. If not, that's totally fine. Check out the Discord if you would like. If you missed a lot of the stream, feel free to go to the YouTube channel and it will be uploaded probably today. I hope you have a good day, a good afternoon, or a good evening. Good